Happy Tuesday. I have
What's
my
going
wine.
on? I'm sorry, say that again.
I said I said happy Tuesday. I have my wine tonight. Not my tea this time.
There you go. And now you guys know it's the second
Wine.
week of school for Deb, and things have already gone off the rails. She went
hmm
straight straight into the wine.
Straight to the wine. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those weeks, huh? It's only Tuesday, but
It is only Tuesday, but you know what? It hasn't been terrible or anything. I think it's just like the mentality of like coming summer break, summer's over, summer's done, and I am now back in the land of teenagers and their bullshit. So here I am. But you know what? This is year 13. I got this. It's fine.
man, you that sounds like you're barely holding it together.
It's not bad. And honestly, it's just used to, it's like, oh yeah, I'm at work. Oh yeah, I'm at work. Like, oh yeah,
Sure.
you're gonna ask a dumb question because your brain's not fully developed. That's right. I'm at work. Like I have to like just remember where I am. And my it takes a second for my patience to like build up again when I come back from summer break. Like my
Hmm.
tolerance is not there at all because I hadn't had to deal with it. But like the more when school starts and the more used to it I get, it's like, okay, like I become a little more patient. Like, oh yeah, that's right. I have to remind myself these are kids. They don't know. Okay. But then it's backwards when the school year is ending. Then my patience is I'm done. I'm like, yep, I'm all set. I'm done. I'm done
It's
with you
like,
guys. I'm out.
yeah, I these are kids, and I was right at the beginning of the year. They're dum dums.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they're also funny, so it's like it's fine. It's just getting used to being back at a like a full work day. Poor me, right? Yeah. So here we are. I'm back to drinking my wine. It's fine.
I thought you were supposed to say drinking. Like, oh no,
No.
just whatever you pass my way, I'm going to drink it because it's
It's
the start of
whatever.
the school year.
Whatever I've
I know
asked.
it's not an exact science and there's not an exact number, but just roughly, how long do you think how long do you think it takes you to build up the patience again? A couple weeks, like in 2 or 3 weeks? What do you think?
Um, I mean, yeah, it's yeah, at least a couple weeks.
5 months? What? Are you,
A whole semester. A
yeah,
couple weeks. Yeah. I mean, I'm already kind of like, oh yeah, and just trying to like
yeah.
if I feel my blood pressure go up, I'm like, just calm down. These are children. Don't let them rage bait you. No, yeah, just it takes a few weeks to get back into the swing of things, into a routine. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Have you ever, and I know there's challenges to any subject that people teach, but have you ever thought about what it would be like to be a classroom teacher?
Oh, I was. I did. I taught one period of a classroom last year or a few years ago.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah,
That shows how close we are.
I
Didn't
taught
know.
I taught Avid for a period, and I kind of volunteered slash was asked to do it slash like I was like fine, I'll try it for a period. So it's you're in the classroom. Yeah, I was done after a semester. I was like, I'm good. I'll go back. I want to go back to PE full time. I
You
didn't.
said avid?
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
yeah. They needed an Avid teacher, so they asked me to do it, and they're like, kids are requesting you, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, okay, I'll try it, and the kids loved me, but that's because I didn't know what I was doing. So assignments were like sporadic because I was like, okay, we're in a class. It was just different. It's not, it was totally, I'm not used to making copies of papers. I'm not used to having them sit and stare at me. I'm used to like moving around, doing activity. Like it was just different. And so it was, yeah.
It was probably very like if there was a quiet moment, it was probably very quiet, right? Like you didn't hear the squeaking of the floor, you didn't hear all the normal sounds. It'd be weird.
Yeah, I just it definitely felt like I was back like student teaching. Like the environment was different. I liked the kids were great and like they were good and I knew most of them. So that wasn't the issue. It was me delivering the curriculum that I was supposed to deliver. It didn't go well because I was like, what
Gotcha.
am I teaching? I don't know what this is. So,
You should have just treated it like a podcast. Just have someone sit up there and read the curriculum with you.
I posted a lot of videos. I was like, here you guys go. I don't know what to tell you.
You just somebody walks in and finds you just catching up on your all your true crime docs. You guys are
Yeah.
just having them
Oh,
submit their theories. Like, what do you think? Who do you think did it?
yeah.
Sally in the back.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely made me appreciate PE a lot more, like how I enjoy it and how I like the chaoticness of it, of just moving around and like doing different activities. Like that's where I thrive.
What do you think is the worst subject to teach
Um,
at the high school level?
like for me personally, if I were to teach it, or just in general.
No, no, just for you specifically. Like, would be the nightmare where you're like, dang, I don't want to do this one. If I could avoid this one, this is the one I would avoid, no matter what.
Probably physics or history.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mine would be math.
Yeah, math.
I can't do math.
I was good at, if I have a refresher and took like a few math course. I liked math, to be honest. Like numbers made sense to me. I almost was a math teacher before a PE teacher at one of the schools I went to. Didn't
Hmm.
have a PE major, so I just chose, okay, I'll just teach math then. I'm good at math. Oh, and now I'm not. Like I'm so far removed from the game. I have no idea what these kids are learning. Like I would have to like get back into it for sure. But math isn't terrible, but if you get but like the science part of it, like the physics and chemistry side of it, no, absolutely not.
Yeah. So imagine like what you said about yourself right now, and that you would need a refresher. But like right now, where you're at, and you don't know or remember any of it,
Yeah.
take that feeling and then go back like 20 steps.
No.
That's where I am, and that's where I was back then. It's always been the same. Always been terrible at math. I got decent grades, but it was a lot of work. It was like a lot of hard work. That's
Yeah.
where the work ethic really carried me
Yeah.
far. Um, because I was just it's the numbers don't make sense. Have you ever seen that movie, uh, the the House with Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
they're a married couple, and they basically their daughter they're kind of coping and dealing with the fact that their daughter is going to be going to college the next year, and they're all really close, and so they end up starting a casino, an illegal casino in their house for all of their neighbors, and it just a bunch of chaos ensues. But the running joke throughout that movie is that Will Ferrell is awful at math, like really bad, and that it's like, hey, like we need 50,000 this semester and 50,000 next semester. It's like, how much is that? He's like, if I had some paper, I could figure it out. If I had some paper, I could figure it out. Give me like a piece of paper in a couple hours. That's how I feel. I'm like, I'm so bad at math. That'd be my nightmare trying to teach a math class to someone.
It's
It
so
would be
funny.
awful.
It's funny how different our brains are. Like I don't know how people can teach some of these subjects that they teach.
Oh, I thought you meant you and me specifically. I'm like, that's what this whole
Well,
show is based off of.
yeah, that too. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, if we had the same brain, this show would not work.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't yeah, I mean, yeah, I think but for me personally, like if like physics or a chemistry or any history at all, I yeah, I'd
Yeah,
have to my memory for history, I'd have to like watch it in a movie to like remember what it is. When I read history books and if I write reports, I just you lost me.
yeah, I'm with you. My memory is not great when it comes to stuff like that, like remembering dates and all that stuff. So history was always a little bit of a struggle. Not that it wasn't interesting; it was just wasn't. You know, I
Yeah.
just was never. I was never a big history guy. I liked English. That was more my thing. English. I really enjoyed the public speaking class that I took. That
Oh,
was
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
I always felt like if I could teach one, that might be the one, like one subject I could teach would be like public speaking. You know, again, it's not our topic tonight, but you know what is would be a tough subject, I think. And it seems like I think on the surface it would be like, oh, that'd be kind of fun. I think there would be a lot to it that I would not enjoy. Would be like student government. I think. Do you guys have that class
Um,
or no?
I mean, student government, like we have ASB, the
Is that a class?
student body. Yeah, yeah, they take it as a class.
I guess I think it's the same thing. I think they called it student government at my school when I was in high school, but I think it's the same thing. The
Yeah,
teacher for that, like, I'm like, that would suck. There's so many reasons why that would suck. I'm sure if you love that stuff, it'd be fantastic. But for me,
Mhm.
I'm like, this would probably be terrible.
Yeah. Now, on the flip side, what subjects would you like to teach if you were a teacher?
Like I said, I think if there was like a public speaking class,
Oh, yeah, that's what you just
like
said. Yeah.
I really enjoy, I enjoy that and explaining. how that works and helping people, especially if they don't like it, trying to help kind of ease them into that. I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
Um, Probably, I mean, I think PE would be cool. I think there's elements of that with, there's also, I mean, I'm also married to a PE teacher,
Yeah.
not Deb. We've had that mistake. We've had that mixed up before.
I think
Uh,
that's so funny when it's like when we're clearly zooming from different rooms and then we get that mistake. It's like, yeah, we went
I
to
know.
different.
Yeah. It hasn't happened for a long time, but I do, every time I say that, I gotta make sure. My wife, Rachel, is also a
Mhm.
PE teacher.
Yeah.
So I've also heard the stories from you guys. And I'm like, yeah, I'm probably good on that.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that. But then there's other times it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm built to be a teacher. Honestly, I think I'd be a better counselor.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I think I'd be better. There was at one point when I was in high school, I was a TA for the counseling office, and I remember kind of getting to know some of them and thinking like this would actually be a pretty cool thing. Like I think I would be built a little bit more for that than the actual teaching.
Yeah.
Um, I've always thought that like I've just never thought that I was built for teaching. I could be a sub. I think I probably have the patience to be a sub. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I mean, you know, some subs come in. It's like you should never have done this because you could just tell you have no patience at all, and
Well,
they're gonna break you so easily. I don't think I think I'd be an okay sub.
the subs that come in, at least for us for PE, and look terrified, those are the ones where I'm like, oh boy, this is not gonna be good.
It's like prison,
Like,
right?
like you can't be scared of these teenagers, and you can't look like you're scared of them.
Yeah,
Like some, like we every once in a while we've had a sub, not often because we just usually cover for each other and sub for each other. It's easier.
yeah,
Um, but we'll have a sub come in and just look like they have a deer in the headlights with all these kids, and they're just like, whoa. And it's like I look at them, I'm like, fix your face, fix your face. They can smell fear. Like, do not, you cannot look like that.
yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, but you also have to be pretty easygoing with these teenagers. They love rage baiting. They can if they can piss you off, they will go right over to you and see if they can piss you off. So you also have to like be able to like have like what it roll right off your back. It just
See, I think I would be a good sub.
yeah,
I think I could do that. Also,
and roast
good,
them back. Being able to roast them back is a skill.
and I would enjoy that.
Mhm.
That also might be the reason why I'm not invited back. that
They would request you back. They would love that. They
the
love
student
to roast them. Yeah.
the students
It's
would
like
love it.
respect. It's like a respect thing. They're like they enjoy it. They act like they don't like it, but they enjoy it.
It's true. I actually, so I when I was in when I was working at Capital Christian, I was working for an organization that was in that same building where we used to podcast, and we would do run clubs for elementary schools. And the main one that we did was in the inner city of Sacramento, and there was like 60 or 70 kids from the inner city, and they could be brutal. But then you could also give it back to them, and then they, again, like you said, they respected it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got a little taste of that there for the few years that I did that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
man, if I can take what a little fifth grader says to me, that's incredibly mean, and dish it
Yeah.
back, I think I could handle high schoolers. I think it would be okay,
Yeah.
you know. But probably not gonna
Yeah.
be my future though. Probably not
Yeah.
gonna be a sub. I think my wife would convince me not to do it.
Right. I probably
She's
would
like,
too.
she's like, I think I've heard enough of the trash talk between you and your brothers. I don't think you should do it. It's like, come on, give me a shot.
Yeah.
So, but you know, you know, let me ask you this. I don't think I've ever asked you this question. I think this was something I put out there on one of those episodes where I answered questions on your behalf, which I don't think you ever responded to, which is okay. It was a wild swing, and I figured there was a 50-50 chance that you wouldn't
I didn't even
respond.
watch. I didn't watch it. I still have to watch it.
I was
Um,
100% not surprised that you didn't watch it. I will say that 50-50 on whether or not you would respond. 100% not surprised that you didn't watch it. But anyways, one of the questions was, honestly, it might have been for my wife. She was asking which subject does Deb, or excuse me, which PE subject or PE unit do you not like teaching? Like, do you have a least favorite? I think my guess was basketball.
that's a good guess. I
Have we talked about
actually
this before?
um we may have.
All right.
We
Well,
have.
all right. So let's
Okay.
run it back.
Okay. Well, basketball. That's a good guess because I didn't start implementing a basketball unit until last year. in my classes, and this is my 13th year teaching. Um,
Okay, can I pause you really quick?
yeah,
So here's the reason why,
yeah,
and I've told this story about my wife a million times. She's not going to listen to this, and even if she does, she knows I would share the story. Okay, so my wife is very athletic. She played softball. She
yeah.
in high school she was really good, um, which is really good, really athletic at all these different sports. So when we were dating, we went to a church summer camp. Now up until this point, um, we had known each other for a few years. I had seen her play flag football. I had seen her play softball. I had seen her play all these different sports, and she was really good. Even some of the sports where it's like, okay, she's not super familiar with the sport, she was really good. So at this summer camp, they had a basketball tournament during the break, and so it was a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. These girls that she was kind of mentoring reached out and said, "Hey, Rachel, like we want you to play. Like you're awesome at dodgeball. You're awesome at softball. Like we want you to play basketball with us." And she's like, "Okay," and so she did it. And so I was at this tournament, and my team had already got bumped out on the guys' side, so I was sitting there watching her play, and it was her first game. It didn't strike me up until this point that I had never seen her play basketball. I had never seen her dribble a basketball. No basketball at all. I don't want to be disrespectful, but it was the equivalent and so close to what it was like watching Stanley play basketball in the office. From it wasn't that bad, but from what I thought I was expecting to what she actually, I'm like, oh, oh, and I'm watching this. I'm thinking, I've never seen her play basketball before. It's like that trend, where they say, I've never seen my best friend or my spouse run full speed. Have you seen
Mm.
that? That's
Yeah,
what it felt like. I'm like, oh, this is not what I expected at all. It's like, I don't know if they would have recruited her if they knew this was what they were going to get, because it was like such a drop off from, she's so good at everything else. And I'm like,
yeah,
and she came off the court. I'm like, you're not a basketball player, are you? that was so weird to watch. So, anyways,
yeah.
I've made fun of her for this so much. In fact, she jokes all the time when she teaches basketball. When she
Yeah.
demonstrates, she's like, "I actually made the shot." I'm like, "That's awesome. Good for
Nice.
you." She's
I don't
like,
look for her for demonstrating. I don't even demonstrate. I have my kids do it. I get because my boys are happy to demonstrate. They're so excited that I'm letting them play basketball. And it's just like a 3-on-3 type thing. So
"Sure,
we have lots of courts outside. And if we're in the small gym, we have lots of baskets in there and just make it a
yeah."
small court. They're happy to demonstrate. So I'm like, perfect. You guys can do this.
So that's the
Um,
way to do it. But no, she gets bold sometimes and will demonstrate herself. She's like, "I made it." Like, that's good for you. I appreciate the boldness. So, anyways, I think that's why I assumed basketball, because I know you're an athletic person. So I thought maybe basketball is the way. She's like Rachel, and basketball is not her sport.
It's so funny. Yeah, because my background is softball, volleyball as well. And I
Right.
recently, at least over the past 6 or 7 or 8 years, I've gotten into soccer, right? That I talk about.
Sure.
And that's only because my friends are like, "You're fast. We want you on our team." And I'm like, "Cool. I don't know what I'm doing." So my dribbling skills are subpar. My shooting skills are 1 out of 10. Dribbling, 6 out of 10. My running, 9 out of 10. Right. So
And
that's
like you've mentioned many times on the podcast, your willingness to crash into people, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I
There
don't
you
care.
go.
And I will get back up and keep running. Like I won't flop like the men's soccer teams. Anyway, um, so
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
basketball, yeah, same. I didn't like it. I played in middle school, hated it. Only played in middle school because my friend was like, "Try out with me." I don't want to try out alone, so I did, and of course I make the team. And I'm like, I hate this. I don't like dribbling. I don't like shooting. I like being aggressive on the court. I like running and like trying to get the ball. But once I have the ball, I'm like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with it? It's such a different coordination of like movements, I feel like.
Yeah,
And
you
so
just throw it up and you just throw it up like a volleyball serve, just hit it
give
across
it
the court.
yeah, I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I'd rather volleyball, yes, softball, yes, basketball, no. But teaching it is fine. You might be surprised to hear that the unit I hate teaching the most is actually softball.
Oh, I don't think we've talked about this, because I think that would have surprised me. This feels like the first time I've heard this.
It's I mean, I like coaching it because if I coach at the high school level, these girls know what they're doing. They know the rules. We're just honing in on their skills. and
Well,
being
especially where you were coaching.
well, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was spoiled. But even before I started coaching at Sheldon, I was coaching back in my hometown in Merced. Like I was coaching
Yeah.
other places. And it's nice to have girls like hone in on their skills and just actually coach them. But when you get to PE and you have a blank slate with most of these kids, they're like, wait, what is this? I'm like, this is a bat,
Yeah.
this is a glove. Like they have no idea. And so like it's such like fine motor skills to work with. It's rough. And then the
Yeah.
rules, like forget about it. Like they don't understand what tagging up is. It takes a whole month for them to understand what that is. The base running. Like there's so many rules that
Yeah.
it's too complicated for them. So it gets frustrating for me and for students who know how to play for them too. They're like, why don't they get it? And I'm like,
Yeah.
they've never played before. You guys have to be like understand they've never played before. And so anyway, I've thrown out the softball unit to be honest. In my unit, I don't play it anymore
That
because
makes sense.
got
It's not.
too, it got too complicated to where kids were getting frustrated. The minority of kids who knew how to play were getting frustrated with the majority of the class who didn't really understand how to play and know what's
Yeah.
going on. So,
Well, and honestly, as much as I love baseball, um, baseball, softball, it's
mhm.
not the. I've always said it's not the best when it comes to like physical activity. Like there is, when you know the game and you're like you said when you're playing at a higher level or just a more competitive level, you're more active. But like
Mhm.
if you're just playing recreationally, like it is incredibly slow. And if you're trying to get these kids to move, probably
Yeah.
not the best. Probably not the best one to put out there. So easy one to throw out for sure.
Ironically, I introduced flag football into my units last year, and that was easier for kids to like grasp and catch on than softball or wiffle ball. Like we would make it wiffle ball too, like
Yeah.
with the that was easier. So I was like, well, I'm doing this now. We're doing flag football instead of softball.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that because I was it last year. I think it was last year. I don't know if I was watching my girls play or they were playing like a t-ball, doing like a t-ball class or something. I forgot. I was somewhere, but I was talking to someone about that. Like it is crazy because again, you and I both played, baseball and softball, and
Mhm.
you just like it's just like riding a bike. You just know the rules. Like you said, tagging up, a force play versus a tag play. You just know, all these different things, and when you think back, it's like it is kind of crazy that like we just picked up on all this stuff and it's just secondhand because when you
Yeah,
really think about it, it is incredibly complicated.
it's a lot.
It's a
Yeah,
lot to really think about
uh-huh.
and learn. And it's just
Yeah,
one of those things where you play it and you play in leagues and you play in on teams and you just kind of pick it up and or those who pick it up and those who don't. But like when you really think about it, there's so much. I mean, I can say the same for like all these sports like football too. I love watching football, but to like play it, you hear what goes into that. There's like so many rules, and it's kind of
yeah.
crazy how quickly we pick these things up.
Yeah, it's I think it's just easier to start at a young age. It's kind of like the
Yeah,
same concept of like you learn a second or third language when you're young. It
right,
like you grasp it a little easier, but the older you get, like it falls away from you and just our learning style and like the way our brains work, like it just so by the time when they're in high school and they come to me for PE and they've never played a sport before, I'm like, ugh, okay, well, and so most of the time for a lot of my units, I usually separate my class. Beginners games are over here and
yeah,
advanced games are over here. And
yeah,
that way they can like play with the same level and they can be challenged and stuff. So because I will get like a mixture of kids who've never played before and they're like, what is this? What do I do with this ball? How do I like they have no idea. And to me, and like for you as well, we grew up in sports. So I can't, I'm like, how what do you mean you don't know how to play?
right,
So there's that too.
right. Well, this is the last thing I'll say about this. And I know we gotta get to our
Oh, yeah, we're gonna
topic.
get to our actual topic. Yeah, good.
Yeah, my bad. Um, but even something as simple as, and I'm sure you see this all the time because of what you do, but even the fact like if you and I were in the same room
Mhm.
and say a ball rolled over to where you're at, I say, hey Deb, can you throw that? Can you throw it to me? You would pick it up, you would throw it. Same
As
thing if you
hard as I can, yes.
and I would step out of the way. Oh, it's like that's 6 or 7 years of aggression. Too much trash talk. Yeah, okay. So you throw it at me, hits me in the face. My nose is bleeding. And but no, like I mean, it's just a simple thing. You're not even going to think about it. you're going to
Yeah.
grab the ball, you're going to just kind of toss it. Same thing. You throw it to me, I'm just going to throw it to you. You're not even going to think about it. But there's some people who don't have that ability to throw a ball, and they're going to pick that ball up and like, it's like Smalls from Sandlot.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? Like, that's just a weird thought because, like you said
Yeah.
earlier, we just grew up doing it, and
Yeah.
so there's like a simple thing like throwing a ball that you just don't even think about,
Yeah.
and someone else is like, I can't, I can't put the pieces together to move this object to you. Can't do it because they just never learned. It's kind of a crazy thought.
Yeah. It's just the motor. It's like for my major kinesiology, we had to take a class on motor skills and
Yeah,
motor skill development. And that was interesting to learn with
yeah,
just how we learn as we grow up and all this, the skills that you learn, and it takes longer to learn them the older you get. so,
yes,
so yeah. Yeah. I'm grateful that I always tell my dad, I'm so glad you raised my sister and I to play sports. I'm sure you wished we were boys, but here we are. We're girls. Sorry. And he's always like, no, I love being a girl dad. But I will say, when I wanted to do cheerleading in fifth grade, he was not having it. So he he said, pick cheerleading or softball. Softball. And I was
man.
like, I'm
That's a
dead
good dad.
softball.
That's a good dad move. The thing that you love versus the thing that you want. Not
He
bad.
let, yeah, he let me try it though. I tried it. For many reasons, it wasn't for me anyway. So there we go.
Yeah, I would love to explore that idea more because I think the idea of you cheerleading is very funny because it
No,
doesn't seem like you at all. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to today's topic. We're doing pet peeves. I
there you
did
go.
not realize how long it's been since we've done pet peeves. It's been a very long time.
You know what's funny is I was telling Kaylin at work today, I was like, hey, we're doing pet peeves tonight. Do you have anything for me? And she's like, again? And I was like, yeah, we've done a lot. She's like, I was like, but we haven't done one in a while. She's like, I think I only tune in to your pet peeves episodes. Maybe that's why.
Well, shout out to you, Kaylin. We appreciate you coming back for this one. If
Has,
you are listening.
she has all the ideas for pet peeves, so it's great.
That
So,
being said, Kaylin, go back and listen to the unique jobs episode because you got a couple of shout outs there.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
Basically, how you're not getting paid enough to manage Deb and her mermaid therapy account, and how you just got to make sure you know what she's doing before she does it. That way, she's getting paid when she's supposed to get paid, and So just go back and listen to that one because you got a couple of shout outs.
there you go.
Keep
Now
an eye on her, Kaylin,
she
and
can't.
ask for a raise. Ask for a raise.
Say she can only keep an eye on me sometimes. Sometimes, she doesn't get paid enough to do that. So
I don't know what that means, but we're gonna move on.
yeah.
So we are doing a pet peeve episode tonight. If you guys aren't familiar, we've done this quite a few times. I think this will be number 9, our 9th time doing a pet peeve episode. And you might be thinking, how in the world could people have so many pet peeves? Not that difficult. It's pretty easy, actually. A lot of things annoy us. And so I've got a few, Deb's got a few, and then I think Deb's got a few from some listeners, some friends and listeners and all that stuff. So Deb, do you want to go first?
Yeah. So my first one is actually inspired by Kaylin. She actually she said it, and I said I agree with that, so I'm taking it, I'm stealing it. I have this has to do with driving. I have a couple of driving ones today, but
Okay.
this one has to do with driving. When people like you're following are either all gas or all brakes, nothing in between, and all of a sudden they are slamming on their brakes and you are also slamming on your brakes, and then the person behind you sees you slamming on your brakes, and then you look like the asshole.
Sure.
And I'm just like, but the person in front of me is slamming on the brakes. So either all gas or all brakes, people. Is really it's yeah, it's
It's
frustrating.
annoying. It's annoying. You know what I'll do sometimes in that situation? I'll shift over in the lane so that the person behind me can see the dum dum in front of me.
Right. Yeah.
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 They may
And this,
not, but I'm like, yeah, just give a little shift. So it's like,
yeah.
it's not, we're on the same side, buddy. It's the person in
Yeah.
front of us.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a route on my way to work and home, depending on how I want to get home. But usually to work, for a long time, there's just one lane because I take back roads to get to my school.
Sure.
And Kaylin does too. So I'm wondering if she's like thinking of that area too. But there's nowhere for us to go. It's like following this car, and even if you like stay as a safe distance behind them, sometimes they just or just like, nope, I'm slowing down, and then just boom,
It's
brakes, and
true.
it's just like, okay, what are we
It'd be
doing?
funny if Kaylin was talking about you. She's been driving behind you.
Ironically, I'm always following her home, but she doesn't do
Oh, uh-oh.
this. Usually following her home. She gets out of the school at the parking lot faster than me, and then I'm usually behind her. But
Nice.
Kaylin's just all gas, no brakes,
There you go. You just
just
got to
go.
get home.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. I like it. Let's see. My first one this is, as I mentioned in an earlier episode, just a couple weeks ago. I went to Legoland with my family this summer, and one of the things, whether it's we went to the zoo, we went to Legoland, either place, any amusement park. What bothers me is when a trash can is overfilled and people continue to try to shove trash in it, or they put it like on the rim around the trash can when they know it's just going to fall off. Like, just hold on to it and go find another trash can that's not full. Don't keep shoving stuff into this trash can because it's gross,
Yeah.
and there's just trash everywhere. It is lazy too. It's just lazy. It's like, hey, this one's full. Let me take my cup or my nacho plate to a different trash can and throw it away. Don't be lazy and try to just stack it into this garbage can where you know it's just going to fall out and fall on the ground. It's going to make a mess for someone else. Don't do that. You know what I mean? It seems
Yeah.
crazy. Like, if you're in the parking lot and you're driving around and you see a parking space, there's a car there. You're not going to try to park there too. You're not going to try to shove your car in behind another car because that space is filled. You go find another space. So that way it doesn't cause chaos. It doesn't make a mess. You don't crash into someone. It's the same thing with this trash can. It's like, if it's full, go to a different one. Don't be lazy.
Yeah. Working at log off sometimes, on like particularly busier nights, and if there's only two of us working, at some point in the nights, I'll go and check on like either one of our trash cans or just walk by it, and it is filled to the brim with stuff on the floor around. Like, people don't know where to put it, but I'm like, we have other trash cans over here and outside and other places. And not that it's their job by any means, it's not customers' jobs at all. But I always appreciate when customers are like, "Hey, your trash is full right here," and I'm like, "Oh God!" And I just go and change it really, stop what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But it's not, that's not their job, so that's not what I get pet peeved about. But I'm also like, can you go find another trash can or something until we can change it? We're busy, clearly.
that's all I'm saying. Just don't be lazy. Find another trash can
Yeah,
and just don't be a douche. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. I concur with that.
All right,
Um,
perfect.
there we go. Um, okay, my next one is also has to do with driving. I don't know what it is. I've been seeing a lot more of this lately, and I don't know if people are just trying to be polite or if they think that this is how driving works. But if you're at a four-way stop and people take turns, like the site, like the I don't know. I'll just use like north and south. People go first and they go cross over, they pass each other, and then east and west, then they go,
Sure.
and then south go. Okay, you get the concept. Well, if I'm the one going and the person that's looking at me is also going, but I have my left turn signal on, but they're going straight, I'm gonna creep out so that when they pass me, I go behind them, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay,
I'm
late.
with you.
And that's like the law. That's usually like how it works. Like, if you're gonna go to four-way stop, you go behind them as they go past you. Okay.
Sure.
Well, lately I'll have my turn signal on, and the person facing me that's supposed to like go past me, they wait for me, and I'm waiting for them to go. And there's like people everywhere. There's cars everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's our turn. And I'm like, why aren't you going? And they're like, no, you go. And I'm like, no, we're supposed to go, and I go behind you. Fine. And then I go, but then they're dumb because then they're making the other people wait longer because they're waiting for me to turn, and then they go. And it's so confusing.
Sure.
And I've seen that. I don't know what it is, but it's happened to me a lot where
That's
they're like,
tough.
so I'm like, I don't even want to put my turn signal on anymore. And I just don't want them to think I'm going straight. And then all of a sudden, then I'll put my signal on so other cars can see it, and then I'll go
So,
behind.
ooh, gotcha. You didn't see
Yeah,
that coming, did you? Yeah.
weird. And it's
Huh.
like, and if I turn left and they decide to go, and we hit each other, I'm probably going to be responsible because
Sure.
I'm the one turning left. So
Right.
like I for some reason I'm like, is this like a new thing? Like, what's happening? I don't know. I don't know if that made sense for anyone listening, but
It did make sense. Maybe next time you are at an intersection and it happens, you roll down your window as you pass them and say, "Hey, what's the deal with this?
yeah,
Is it a new thing?" As you pass them, maybe get
I
some
don't.
info.
Yeah. Anyway, it's something that's been bugging me lately because it happens a lot to me. So I'm just not going to turn my signal on anymore.
There we go. I get that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. I hope things change for you.
Thanks.
I hope not using your turn signal helps.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay. My next one is I don't like when someone steals the thunder or basically takes the legs out from your story.
Mm.
So if you're telling a story to someone
Mhm.
and you're saying, "Hey, I was doing this thing and then this happened," and then as you're getting ready to go on to the next part of it, the person you're telling the story is like, "Oh, did this happen?" And they start guessing about what happened. And it's like,
Oh no.
"Yep, that did happen." And it's like this was supposed to be a fun story to tell, but you kind of killed it. You ruined the punchline of the story, you ruined the dramatic ending to this whole thing, and now we're all sitting here in awkward silence because you jumped my story, and you kept guessing instead of just listening to the story. You know what I mean? That drives me nuts. Don't like it.
You know what's funny is like sometimes I have to watch myself. I'm not saying I do that, but like I have to watch myself because I like to relate to stories and I like to say, oh, and I like when people when they're done telling. I try not to interrupt, but like when they're done telling a story, I like to be like, oh my god, me too, or oh my god, something similar happened to me. So like I try to catch myself being like, just no one asked you. Is what I tell myself, right? I'm like, just let them tell their story and just you're good. You could tell your story later to somebody else. But because I've been hearing that a lot, not like to me, well maybe people are telling me indirectly by saying it around me, I don't know, but like yeah, no, I get that because it's like let them finish their story, let them tell their story. It's not about you,
Yeah,
and you should have started that story then if you wanted to talk about something like that.
exactly. And it doesn't just drive me nuts if it happens to me. If I see it happen to someone else, it also drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Where like you hear someone tell a story, and it's like, "Oh, and then did this happen? Or did they say this? Or was mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
You guessed the story.
i
And there was more fun to be had with this, but you killed it. You killed
i
it."
will I will say a lot of girls do that. We do that with each other. And in the I don't know. I can't speak for all girls, obviously, but like in the culture of like girls, sometimes that's just what we do.
Yeah.
Is we like quote unquote finish each other's sentences. Like we just kind of like jump in and we kind of are like, oh my god, yeah, like oh my god, yes, and we get all excited. Um, but I also know that that doesn't that no, not everybody likes that. It's not not
Sure.
it doesn't translate with everybody, and I think with men especially, and nothing against men versus women, but I think we're just different.
You're probably right. You're probably right. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
but I get it. It's not. It is something where it's like no, let them. I've had to tell myself to not do that. To be honest, like let them finish their story.
Yeah. And it's like the interruptions are one thing, it really is it's I guess my main thing is when they do guess and they basically ruin the story. It's like, "Oh,
Right? Yeah.
that's tough." Like you said, interrupting, asking questions, saying, "Oh man," like that's part of it. That's part of conversation. It's not like you need like complete silence to share your story. But yeah, there's been some occasions where someone just jumps on it. It's like, okay, well, I was gonna make this humorous and kind of fun for everybody, but now it's not because that's the other thing too. Is if there is, which this is probably just me not telling a good story, but like there's times where you tell a story and especially if you've told it before and it gets a pretty solid reaction from people, it's like, oh, that's funny, it's a funny situation. Then you try it in a different setting and they're like, huh, that's and then they take it too serious, like this was not a serious story at all. You couldn't tell by my tone, you guys should know me, that was not meant to be a serious, this was a joke. and they're like, oh, that's terrible, I can't believe that happened. And it's like, oof, this is a
Yeah.
downer. Don't
Yeah.
like that either. But
Yeah.
anyways, that's
Yeah.
that's one of mine. Maybe I just need to tell better stories. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe it's my own fault. Maybe they're too boring.
Maybe who you're telling them around, you tell them around different people.
Yeah, just
So what?
test it out. It's like, it's weird. 5 of the 6 people I told fell asleep. Started dozing off. Maybe it wasn't that great. So yeah, that's my second one.
No, yeah, that's definitely. I'm telling you, that's something where I've had to like tell myself like, don't interrupt them, just let them finish their story, like because I just get so
Yeah,
excited. I'm just like, oh my god, I think I know what they're gonna say. I don't think I would be like interrupt and try to finish like the story because I don't know what
yeah,
they're talking. Not quite sure what they're talking about, but
sure,
I definitely like when they're done telling it, have jumped in and been like, oh my god, and tried to like say like me too or whatever. But again, sometimes
sure.
girls, sometimes we're just like that. We
Like you
just do
said,
that.
just too excited. You're so excited.
Yeah, we have to say something afterwards. Yeah,
There you go.
that's a good one though. Okay, my last one has to do with grocery shopping.
Oh, here we
So
go. I like these.
yeah, so I'm not saying anyone does this on purpose. It's obviously clearly not on purpose because I don't know these people, but for some reason it's happened to me a handful of times where so I'm the type of grocery shopper where I know exactly what I need. I don't go to the grocery store to browse.
Sure.
99% of the time, I know exactly what I need and I know where to go. I go to the same store. Okay. So especially if I'm in a hurry, and I have like maybe 3 things I need to get, maybe 4, and I know exactly where they are. I go to one spot, someone's standing right in front of what I need, browsing, taking their time. And I get it. Sometimes you need to like look. Sometimes I'm like kind of looking like, okay, wait, do I want this brand? Do I want this flavor? Like whatever. And then if it happens when I'm in a hurry, and then I'm like,
Always.
ugh. And then I go and then I'm like, okay, I'll come back to this spot later. And I go to my next spot. Someone and mind you, the store's not packed. There's like nobody in the store, but the ones that are in the store are standing right in front of where I need to go. And
Yeah.
then I go to the fridge and someone's standing literally right in front of the door I need to open, just standing there looking, or they
Yeah.
have the door open and they're looking. And I'm like, God. And then I go to the next thing and someone's also like, I'm like, is this it? Am I being punked? Like, what is, I clearly need to calm down because maybe I'm supposed to be like, maybe I'm supposed to take my time in here. I'm not supposed to go back on the road. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I need to calm down. And so, like, then I'll just kind of like patiently wait by one of them because I'm like, I don't have anywhere else to go. My three
Yeah.
things that I need, people are blocking.
That's
So,
tough. That's tough. Yeah,
that's
you
what
make you make a you make a good point too about it. It usually does happen when the store is empty, and it's
I
have
swear.
you like have you ever experienced this where you're going down the end of the aisles and you're looking at the aisles,
Mhm.
empty, empty, empty. The one you need, like you said, standing
Mhm.
right there. It's like, are you kidding me? There's like 4 or 5 aisles that are just empty in the store, and the one that I need, like you said, and to make it worse, to your point, they're standing in front of the one that you need.
Yeah. And I
Nothing
don't,
worse.
yeah. And I'm never like, I just am like, they're doing their thing. Like, let me go over here. Like, I don't ever want to inconvenience anybody, but if all those spots are taken, then I'm gonna go in front of someone and be like, sorry, excuse me. And then I kind of pick and choose, like, excuse me, and I reach over and grab it. And they're like, oh, sorry. Like, they're not
Sure.
doing it on purpose. No one's out to get like it's not on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm just like, are you kidding me? Everyone's right in front of all my things. So,
It's still annoying. I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
yeah. And so anyway,
I
that's
like the grocery store ones. I gotta think of more grocery store ones that for myself. Those are always fun.
yeah.
Um, okay, so I got one more, and I struggled with this one a little bit. I feel like I was supposed to think of a third one, and I kind of got distracted today. But so I don't like I don't like it when you're dealing with someone. I feel like this happens a decent amount, like in workplaces. I don't know if you deal with this, um, and I'm talking like peer to peer, not so much like in your situation would be a student, but like specifically like when you're dealing with coworkers, and um, someone can't give you a straight answer. They just give you, like, they have to make a joke like every time. And that's, luckily my immediate coworkers, the people I work most closely with, they're not like this. But there's people that I work with on a daily basis outside of that, that I'll see a certain person come up to me to ask a question. I'm like, oh no, not this person. Because I know every single time if I say, oh, uh, did this happen? He's like, well, you know, it was raining outside. So yeah, of course it happened. Like, I don't need this sarcastic nonsense. Answer my freaking question. I'm trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? That's not a great example, but it's like they can't just give you a straight answer. Like, did
Right.
A happen or B happen? Well, there's also the C option. Like, no, there's not. It's A or B, sir. Which one happened? And then eventually they say, oh, it was A. Yeah, of course. Let's skip the nonsense. I'm not. You're not Chappelle. Stop trying to do a stand-up bit in front of me. Just answer the freaking question. But it's like, you just know the way this person's wired. That's like if on this podcast, Deb, every time you ask me a question, I had some snarky remark every single time. Now
I'm sure.
that's part of our banter. But
Yeah.
every time you ask, like, hey, how's your day? Well, which part of my day do you want to know about? Like, shut up, Josh. Answer the question. You know what I meant. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, what if you had to teach a subject in high school, what would you teach? Well, there's so many options, you're gonna have to be more specific. No, I don't. It was a simple question, dum dum. Answer the freaking question. I don't like it. And I know some people, it's like they cannot help themselves. And I'm not exaggerating. Every single interaction is like this.
No. It's one thing if like it's one thing if they throw that out there like one time or like
Sure,
every once in a blue moon. But if
sure.
it's like every answer, it gets old. Yeah.
It's
That does.
so old. And you want to
Like
ask them, it's like, someone in your life at some point told you this was funny. And I'm here to tell you that person was an idiot and they're wrong, because this is not funny. And whoever laughed at this one time, whoever thought this was clever, they lied to you, because this is annoying. You got to stop doing this. This is insane that we're doing this.
this is
Hey,
definitely it.
Josh, are we podcasting tonight? Well, I don't know, Deb. Are we? Like, just yes or no, Josh.
What if
Just
I what if every time you text me that I answer I'm gonna start answering and saying that. Well, I don't know. Are we?
I'm gonna put an ad out. New
I'm
new
gonna put
host.
a long chat GPT response of just like
Oh,
nonsense.
the chat
And then
GPT,
that's
that would be the most offensive thing you could do. That might end this podcast, Deb. Chat
we're
GPT
gonna do
response.
another chat GPT review.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. I can only take that so much. I have thick skin, but that more times that Chat GPT tells me that I'm the weak link of the show. Screw you, Chat GPT. Also, this is a side note. Hey, I've said this before. Hey, anybody who wants to reach out to the podcast to be a guest on this podcast, do better with your emails, because every week I receive at least one email from some moron that's using ChatGPT. And the reason I know that is because the week before that, I got the same exact formatted email from someone else with a different company with a different product. And the week before that, I got another thing that had the same thing. You guys got to stop. If you really want to be on this podcast, write your own email, or at the very least, try to fool the people, because I'm not fooling anybody. And you're not
You-
fooling me, and I'm not going to respond to you because I can tell that you didn't put any effort into this. Also, you're not fooling me when you say, oh, I really like that episode about unique jobs. And then they take a tagline from what I put in the description and say, oh, I really like that part about this. That was like 15 seconds of the podcast. You didn't listen. Don't do that. Drive me
you know,
nuts.
what's funny is whenever I want to write an angry email at work, or I don't know, I guess I shouldn't say angry, but just like an email of like I'm trying to make a point about something. Um, it is much more satisfying if I type it myself. Like I don't use ChatGPT.
That's what I'm saying.
I won't lie. I'll use ChatGPT for like letters of recommendation for students because I just don't have time to like. I'm just it sounds better, and the point is to make the letter sound good about them, right? And so like it just sounds better. But for some reason, when I'm like fired up about something, I mean, I'm just like typing away. Like ChatGPT can't convey what I'm trying to say. Like I just will do it myself. So
That's what I'm saying. And I've told people this before. I have no problem with ChatGPT. I personally don't trust it to write any of my emails. It's not going to write anything for me. I understand why people do it. Perfectly fine with that. It's got a time and place. I'm just saying, if you guys use it to reach out to the podcast, at least try a little better, write a better prompt, do something, because these all sound exactly the same. It's formatted the same way. It's all of it. And then it has something cheesy at the end. It's like, you must be out of your mind if you thought I was going to respond to this.
Or just be you. We clearly are us. We do.
Yeah. This is what, yeah. This is why our podcast gets as many or not as many downloads every week, because we're just us. We're trying so hard. No, it's it's all good.
Yeah.
But no, I'm good. No more Chat GPT for me. I use it for design stuff. Actually, I'm working on some new logos for the podcast.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. Cool. Is there
actually
a
Chat GPT is doing it? I'm just giving it the words.
Oh. Did you hear what
I got some good ones. I'll send it to you soon.
Okay, good. I said, Is there a mermaid in the logo?
Oh no, absolutely not. We'll talk about that. If we ever do shirts one day, we'll do a special mermaid shirt.
Okay, cool. Good.
But it's not going to be the logo.
It could be like in the corner somewhere.
Like a little hidden sign?
Yeah.
No.
I told you that Log Off, we're coming out with a mermaid drink. I think now by the time this episode releases, and I'm trying to talk my owner into making shirts. And I've asked several people, and they're like, "I will buy that shirt, that mermaid shirt." So stay tuned.
Oh, cool. That's nice. I think we've talked about this for the past year and a half. You should probably talk your owner into making a connectable drink.
Connectable drink. A connectable drink. You don't drink. Well, then you got to come in and have some.
I don't drink, so yeah. Make it connectable water. How about that?
Connectable in a non-alcoholic drink.
Yeah, maybe. Why you would drink it? Why don't you just make it for yourself?
Okay. Well, okay. I'll ask him.
No, you're not. You've said that for the last year and a half. There's no way you're asking him. I'm done.
I'll ask him now, and maybe he'll do it in a year from now, and I can be behind a line of all the collaborations that he's doing. But I'll try to put my name in now.
That's too late. I'm done. I'm done. Okay.
Okay.
My pet peeve is dealing with people who say they're going to do one thing and then don't do it.
I am Josh's pet peeve. Let's just say that. Okay. It's said. It's out there.
Just you in general. Just everything you do.
Yeah. Pet peeve. Josh's pet peeve. Deb.
Deb's personality. Pet peeve of mine. Oof. I'm sorry. That wasn't very nice. Go ahead. You have a lovely personality.
You act like I don't work with teenagers who are mean to me every day. I don't care. Okay, can I?
Man, that would have sucked. You just tip over your bottle and it just shorts the computer.
Seriously. Okay, I'm gonna read
What's
off.
What's in that
cup? This is just water.
Okay, whatever you say.
This is water. This is wine. My sparkly cup is wine.
Okay.
Gotta stay hydrated. I drink my water. I drink my wine. I go back and forth. Okay. I can only take this to work. The water.
That's good.
Sucks.
I think that goes out saying, "Geez."
Teachers should be allowed one beer at work.
I think that would probably be a bad idea for a couple teachers.
One beer at lunch. I'm telling you, we will be happier teachers, happier students. Anyway, okay. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Let's move on.
Okay, so I asked some of my friends what are their pet peeves, in no particular order. Kaylin said, she gave me a lot. Spelling errors on professional documents, websites. Mm-hmm. Flyers made with AI. That's only because she likes, I know, but she likes to do graphic design, so she does all that. I couldn't do that.
I'm with you, Kaylin, with you.
I would, yeah. People that are too scared to turn right on red. What? Why? I see what she means. There are people who just sit there. Oh God. When a student says, you should ...
Ooh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Those are fighting words. Like, just talking to me.
Yep.
And then she said, adults that baby talk, thinking it makes them sound nice.
Ooh. So, okay. Is she talking about baby talking to other adults?
I don't know. I think just changing the tone, like baby talk, like changing.
Yeah,
I don't. Changing the tone of your voice, like the baby talk voice.
Yeah, no, I wanted to make sure I got clarification on that because I've said before too, when people do certain baby talk with kids. I don't like it because like you know the real word. Please use the real word. You don't need to say wah wah. If the
Oh, oh,
word's water,
baby.
like your
Yeah.
baby is saying wah wah because they can't formulate the words yet. When you're talking to the baby, it's like, hey, you want some water? Because you know the word. That's how they learn the language. When you're like, you want some wah wah? It's like, that's not helpful to them. Now,
Um,
if I was like, hey, Deb, are you drinking your wine or your wah wah? That would be insane because I'm a grown man talking to another adult. And if that's what Caitlin, if that's what you're talking about, that's insane. And you need to drop names. Who's doing this in your life? Who's baby talking to you? That's
I
crazy.
definitely baby talking Nala all the time, but she's my dog, she's my baby. But I think she just means like adults talking to other adults and baby in like let's I don't know, let's equate it. I don't know. Like I'm trying to I know who she's talking about because
Deb,
I
did you
had
have a do you have a big day at school today? Are you tie tie? Like stuff like that. That's insane. Is that what you mean, Caitlin?
I don't she's gonna this
I'm trying to learn.
tone. I don't know. I can't repeat it. I can't and I told her, I texted her, I was like, well, I was like, I think I talk like that to students, but it's when I'm being passive aggressive or or
Sure.
when I'm just kind of like
You're
treating
making
them
fun
like
of them.
infants. I'm making fun of them. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to run?
Like
Oh, poor baby. Yeah.
when they show me like, I need a band-aid and I'm like, for what? And they show me like a teeny tiny scratch. I'm like, oh, you need a band-aid for that? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I just like, yeah, then it's like condescending, right?
You just kick some dirt at their knee.
I think she means baby talk like the tone.
Okay.
I don't even know how to repeat that, but just the tone.
All right.
And then she said, and then she said direct evening sunlight. Yep, that's the worst. Um,
I'm not sure that's a pet peeve, but that's okay. I think that's just
stop, stop, stop signs in unnecessary places.
hmm.
Like a roundabout. Have you seen a stop sign at a roundabout? I call it a stop about. Why is there a stop sign there? Like
That's
it's
a
a roundabout.
great question. I haven't seen it. That's a good
I,
question.
I've seen it. I've done it. Stupid. Can we just go? Okay, so there you
Okay.
go. Let's see. Okay, so my log off group chat. I won't say I didn't get permission if I could use their names, so I'll just read a few of them.
Okay.
Bringing your kids to a brewery and letting them run around like crazy animals.
You've brought that
Chewing.
up before.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean I will say that that's mine for sure.
Sure.
Uh, I don't care that kids are there. Like that's not the issue. It's letting them treat it like a playground,
Sure.
like we're the like like they're paying us to watch them type
Right.
thing. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's not like I'm walking around picking up glass cups that are stacked all the way from my torso to my head. Just saying.
Sure.
And I'm not that they could bump into me or anything. Okay.
No
And then
argument here.
right, someone else said chewing with your mouth open.
True.
And then zins on the glasses. That's kind of gross.
Zins on the glasses.
So the like, you know what a zen is? It's like
Yeah.
the chewing. So they leave them in the empty glasses, and then
Okay.
we pick up the glass, and we have to like
I yeah.
dump it. We have to like we have to dump it in the like on him in them. I don't think people understand that when you leave trash in an empty glass, we still have to like we have to pick your trash out or dump it out. If it can't dump out, we have to pick it out, and I don't want to like I have to put on a glove. So
Sure.
it's convenient to leave, and I think people think they're helping when they
Mm-hmm.
put trash in the cups, but it's like I'd much rather have you just leave the trash on the table. Let us do the cups separately. But it's even more gross when the Zens are there, and even more gross when like we're cleaning the bathrooms at the end of the night.
Yeah.
I've walked into people leaving their Zens like in the urinal, like
Yeah.
in there. So anyway, so I added that in the group chat. I said Zens in the urinal. Um,
Nice. I'm sorry. You know what? You don't confuse me at first. I don't know why. And you said this. You said this. This should not have confused me, because you said it was the log off group chat. When you said glasses, I was thinking like glasses. I don't know why.
um,
I'm like
got
zins.
it, got it.
I'm like zins on the glasses.
The
Like
drinking glasses.
that makes way more sense. I'm not. I'm not
Okay.
up to speed. I'm slow on this one.
On the drinking glasses. Okay, and then someone else said slurping your drink, smacking your lips. And then
Sure.
someone
Sure.
said, oh, I think that's it basically. Okay. So that
Sure.
was my group chat. And then a different like friend group chat. Someone said toilet seat being left up,
Mm-hmm.
um, eating the last of anything, but not throwing away the box. I guess like if it's in a box.
Sure.
Leaving the toilet paper roll empty. Yeah. Why are you going to leave it empty? At least throw it away or offer to change it. Okay. So I get, yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically that's mine too. Um, leaving the paper towel roll empty. Dishes left on dishes. Sorry, dishes on the left side of the sink. And
Hmm.
maybe she says left side because that's. I think she means whatever side maybe has the plug
Yeah.
in it. Is that okay? So
Yeah.
whatever side
I
of your sink.
understand.
My sink, the plug's on the right side. So
Sure.
maybe that's what she meant by that. Because
Yeah.
someone else in the same group chat, someone said, I hate dishes on the right side of the sink. Oh, wait. Just kidding. That's her husband. Same, same chat.
Uh-oh.
I know, right? That's why I love this. We talk to each other.
That's funny.
Um, and then someone else said, people waiting days to clean, so it becomes a big job instead of a quick job. And then
Hmm.
his wife said, just say you hate me. Okay, this is good.
Okay. This is turn into a marriage podcast. Uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Okay, and then this is kind of like my grocery store one.
Okay.
People who dead, people who dead stop in a busy aisle and try to do an about face with no regard for those around them. I don't know about face. I don't know if that's a typo, but anyway, but dead stop in the middle of an aisle is what I got from that.
Sure. I get that.
Um, let's see, people on their phone crossing the street or walking in the parking lot on their
Mm.
phone. I'm guessing like not paying attention
Sure.
to like what they're doing.
That makes sense.
And then another one said people using speakerphone in public. And then I responded, yeah, that's me.
Oh, you do that?
I try not to. I turn the volume down so that only I can hear it. I don't like holding the phone up to my ear, and my hands are usually full anyway. And I
Okay.
don't carry around my AirPods. So if I'm on the phone, it's speakerphone. But if I'm like in front of, like, let's say I walk into a store and I'm still on the phone, I turn it down really low
Okay.
so that like only I can hear it or whatever. Or if I'm out and about, if I'm outside, whatever, people are not that close to me.
Sure.
I definitely don't like. I don't like it's not loud and obnoxious. I
Sure.
understand what they're saying with like sometimes people FaceTime and you can like hear everything they're both saying, like them and the person on speakerphone or on
Yeah.
FaceTime or whatever. So I try not to though. Usually I'm like, hey, let me call you back. Or if I'm like, hey, I'm at the store, I don't have free hands and you're on speakerphone, so let me call you back.
Yeah. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I try to do that. So
Okay. Well, I
yeah.
appreciate the explanation.
Um, that I think that's it. Those are my bonus pet peeves I got from some friends.
Nice. Well, those are solid. I like them.
Yeah,
Another
thanks.
good pet peeve episode, and there's probably more on the
Yeah,
way.
we will continue. Yeah, we're going to continue to do them, Kaylin. So we're going to keep them coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we enjoy it. It's a
Yeah,
nice little therapy session. Just get these things off our chests, out in the
exactly.
world, and maybe give a little a chance for someone else to share in that
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that's all we got for you guys tonight.
Cool.
Little
We
pet
did it.
peeve episode. Back-to-back weeks of podcasts. Look at us. We're back from the
I know.
summer.
I
So
know. Summer's over. It's so sad.
it is sad. We don't need to talk about it. I miss it so much. Okay, Deb, where can we? What if I did break down this podcast and just start crying?
I I probably would call Rachel and be like,
Come get him.
maybe check on him. He's crying.
That would be
Okay.
funny. You just see Rachel come in and wheel me off to the side, and then she steps in. It's like I'll finish this with a big cry, baby. Like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Probably.
tears tonight. No tears. So, Deb, where can they follow us?
You guys can follow us on Twitter at Connectable Pod, and then you can follow us on all other social media platforms at Connectable Podcast, such as Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. There you go.
Boom. And then please subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast app like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also YouTube, subscribe to all those things. And then please give us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We would greatly appreciate it. And it would just help us become more visible to people that are searching for podcasts. So please, please, please go do those things. We would appreciate it. And that's all we got. So I hope you guys have a good day, good week. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the show. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you like it, share it, and hit the subscribe button to get a new episode every week. We'll see you next time on the Connectable Podcast.